Greetings dear students. Today we are going to perform the experiment for the measurement of color of the water, turbidity of the water and pH of the water. For performance of this experiment we have a sample with us, the river water sample that we collected from a river nearby. This is the sample of the distilled water that we will use for the reference, and here we will collect the filtered water. For the measurement of the color of the water, we have to separate the water into two parts. One is the filtered water and one is unfiltered water, because in the water has two types of colors. One is its apparent color and one is true color. The apparent color depends on the suspended particles into the water, and the true color is the filtered water color. So we have to filter the water sample first, so that we can know the true and apparent both colors here. For this we are going to use the filtration unit, TSS filtration unit. To operate it we have to turn this on. We will be using 50 milliliter sample for the filtration, but before filtration we will wash our filter paper with the 50 milliliter distilled water. After washing the filter paper, we have to dispose of this water. After washing the filter paper with distilled water, we need to filter the river water now. So we will pour our sample into the filtration jar and turn on the apparatus. Now we can turn on the apparatus and collect the sample, filtered sample into the jar. Now we have got three samples with us: the distilled water for the reference, the sample of river water and the sample of filtered water. We will be using spectrophotometer in this experiment for the measurement of the color. In this spectrophotometer we have the detector placed over here, where we can place our cells. These cells we have for the measurement of the color. So we will fill all the three samples into separate cells up to the amount of 10 milliliter. We have collected all the three samples now into the cells, and now we have turned on the spectrophotometer as well. Initially it goes under a system check, and then we can test our samples after check is complete. Now we will select our required program from the stored programs. Here we have many programs. We will select the program for the color, that is color for 65 nanometer. We will select this one and then start. After starting the program, this window will appear. Now we will take our first sample, that is distilled water sample, that we take for the referencing. We need to clean the cell completely first before placing inside the spectrophotometer, and then we keep it inside the photometer and press 0 only. The reference value has been set. Now we will take our sample, first sample, that is river water sample. After zeroing the blank sample, we have to take the river sample now and clean the cell first and keep inside. and read the value. It is 40 for the river sample. Now we will take it out and take the filtered water sample, clean the cell and put inside and take the reading. It is 8. So now we have done with all the readings. That's how we can measure the color of the sample by correlating the number with the color. Now we will close the light shield and close the apparatus. So that's how the color of the samples is measured through spectrophotometer. We are going to perform the experiment for the measurement of the pH of the sample. pH is used to show the acidity, alkalinity or neutral condition of any sample. We will perform the sample test on the pH meter, which has electrode attached with it for taking the reading, and it is contained into a gel. For the calibration of the pH meter, we have 3 samples having pH 4, 10 and 7. The pH of these solutions are known and they will help us to calibrate the pH meter. This is our river water sample that we will use for the measurement of the pH. After removing the gel, we will clean the electrode bulb completely, and then we will take our first solution on the and insert the electrode in it. On the pH meter, we will press the calibrate. It is showing 4, 7 and 10, and then we will press the read for first sample and wait for it to get stabilized. Here at the top we can see the progress of the stabilizing. The reading has been stabilized and calibrated for the value 4. We will take out the electrode and clean it with distilled water completely, and then clean it with the Now we will take the sample having the pH value 7 and insert the electrode into the sample. Now we will read. This has been calibrated. Now we will take out the electrode. Clean it again. And then clean with the dry it. take our sample with the known pH value of 10. Insert the electrode into the sample. We have to take care that there is no bubble beneath the electrode bulb, and then read the value again. It has been calibrated. Now we have calibrated our pH meter for all the three values: pH 4, 7 and 10. After calibration, we can see the slope here of the pH meter, which is 94%. It is in acceptable range, which shows that data will be in the correct position at almost 94%. So now we are going to measure the pH value of our river water. We will save the data. For the measurement of pH value, we will insert the electrode into the river water sample. And read the value here. And wait for it to get stabilized. And we have to wait for the final value. Now it's the 7. The pH of the river water is 7. That shows that the liquid is neutral. That's how we can measure the pH of any sample or any water, and we can know the acidity or alkalinity of the water sample. The third part of experiment consists of measurement of turbidity of the water sample. For this we need to have the water samples that we have for pond water and the river water here, that we already filled inside the vials, which are used for the turbidity meter. This is the turbidity meter which is used for the measurement of turbidity. It has some parts for calibration and reading the reading, and it has a portion inside where we can place the vials. For the placement of the vials, the thing that is needed to be taken care of is that the point onto the vial should be facing the point over here on the turbidity meter. So for starting the experiment, we will first clean the vial. And then place it carefully inside the turbidity meter. We will turn it on, close the lid, and take the reading for the pond water. We will wait for the reading to be stabilized. It is 225.0 NTU for the pond water. Now we will take out the vial, clean the vial for the river sample, and place it carefully inside the turbidity meter. close the lid and read the reading. The value of turbidity in river water is 2.05 NTU. So that's how we can measure the turbidity of any sample through turbidity meter.